Hey, yo, what's up? You know what it is. It's the one and the only Professor L live in the LAB. I'd like to welcome you guys back to another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks on. Yo, come on, get up in this classroom because we've got work to do. Get them lab coats on, make sure they after spiffy, make sure you very sterile, and make sure you touch something that you cannot replace. Because, yo, we got something on the board. Yo, Kamen Rider Build episode number 8. Memory starts to talking. Yo, the memories in this episode did a lot of talking, and they got my question mill running. Let's just get to work. This whole episode, and I appreciate it for what it is that this was a nice look at Takumi, at who he was to a degree, because the last couple of episodes have been trying to establish this character, but you have to sit up here and question and wonder, why would the show take this time to establish the backstory of a dead character? And this is what I came up with, and I just want y'all to flow with me on this theory that I got. Remember where we are currently in murder mystery mode, right? Sento as Taro was the last person allegedly to see oh man, my head just went blip, to see Tsuraki alive. Where's my head right now, dog? Oh, it's 7 in the morning, that's why. So yeah, let's run that completely back one more time. In murder mystery mode, here's where we are. Sento as Taro was the last person to see Takumi alive, right? This episode, however, given his interactions with Kasaraki's mom and all this old stuff, has my theory mode running. What if Sento wasn't exactly, and I mean this, is that he happened to be kidnapped, hit with gas, but his alter ego as Sento Kiryu? What if that's Takumi rolling around in his brain like some Superior Spider-Man stuff? Like, and if y'all don't know what Superior Spider-Man is, like Dr. Octopus and Peter's body, some weird stuff like that. What if that's what we got going on? Because that was the theory that ran through my head, especially in that part where he was eating them, what was that? Them egg rolls, you know what? I don't know what they were. They were like, I'm like, what is the word for what you do with eggs? What is the word of what you do with eggs that are put in that position? Them sweet omelets. Sento was murdering the mugs. Like, we were like, man, yo, this stuff mad sweet, bruh. Sento was murdering them. And it's like the more and more I saw the interaction between him and Kasaraki's mom, is the more and more that I sat up here and thought that we might be on some Superior Spider-Man stuff. Is that, given what this show is, it would make sense. Tell Taro exactly what's happening. Kill yourself. Implant yourself in his brain. Get kidnapped by Faust, but let OG save you. You sit up here and you do the build work. And with everything else that we learned in this episode, this would not surprise me if Takumi was like Takumi and Taro share a brain and together they are Sento, dog. Like, Kamen Rider is not short of doing this nonsense, and I wouldn't put it past the show to do this. And it's like, it would make the murder mystery more interesting because, see, that might be where the show is going. And like I say, this is only theory talk, but it was the first thing that popped in my head during that scene when he was eating them sweet omelets. Like, he murdering these mugs. Yo, it's gotta be some Takumi in there somewhere. It's like, it's just the thought came to me, and that's like, I had to get on the mic ASAP and put that out there. So it's like, you never know. The rest of this episode just is off the meter. I'm like, my boy Gentoku, that boy is a beast. That boy is on beast mode. He's sitting there with the other two, with the king and the queen of the other Mishima Zabatsu's like, yo, They sitting up here like in the cut, like, hey, yo, why your Kamen Riders over here? Cuz we sitting up here, we ain't causing no trouble. He's sitting up here trying to tell his daddy, like, yo, man, we need to start this World War 39. And his daddy, like, yo, you trying to sit up here and concentrate on wars, boy? You need to sit up here and make sure my money right. I'm like, nah. You better make sure Toto's money's right. Nah. Kamen Riders running around the hood, right? You know what? I'm not gonna do no more Kanye, but you know that just came to me and I just let it flow out. I'm just like, that boy Gentoku making moves after moves after moves, and I love this. I love watching this fool work, dog. I'm like, see, right now Gentoku, dog. I'm like, he's like what our former Lord God Kuroto Dan was like early on in X-Aid. It's like I enjoyed, like, once we got the reveal of you the man, I enjoy watching the Lord God Kuroto Dan work. I enjoyed it, and I enjoy watching Gentoku put on these moves. He gonna kill his daddy. That's just what it is. It ain't gonna be nothing. It's like, you too thirsty for power, dog. You too thirsty, dog. I'm like, ain't no way that your daddy finna ain't come up with some accident heart attack that you done cooked up in Faust. Like, oh no, my daddy dead. What we gonna do? Hey man, I'm just gonna sit in the seat now. I'm the king. Trust me. Daddy finna come up on an accident. And I might have said this a couple of episodes ago, because I remember me saying something like this. It wouldn't surprise me if Gentoku got some people, like some young up and comers, and the other two Mishima Zaibatsu's ready to take it over, dog, and go wage war on the world or something crazy, dog. Once the Kamen Rider stuff get built up, I'm just like, stuff is nuts. I'm like, yo, Kasaragi manga, body snatched by Nitro, dog. It's like Gentoku don't fucking care, dude. Ever since they sat up here and revealed that he is Nitro, he just sitting there cutting this transform. And I'm just like, I love watching this dude transform, dog. It's nuts. He sit up here, bat, missed match. Sit up here, walk out the bat. Fire, this dude got fireworks when he henshin, dog. I'm just like, this dude is a beast. Like, that dude is a beast. And I'm just like, yes, more of this, pretty, please. Just this dude is a monster. This dude is a monster, and I love it. It's like, yo, you couple that with the boy Noriaki, who we have pretty much confirmed, and I want to say this, he ain't Bloodstalk. We don't know who is. Could be anybody. I'm like, it could still be it's like, because of my Sento theory, it could be the good half is in Sento, the bad half makes up Bloodstalk. I don't know. But that boy Noriaki, that boy a monster too, boy. I'm like, that boy got sinister eyes. Like, yo, that boy looking fools like, I'll shank you while you sleep. I'll shank you while you awake. I'll walk up to your face and put a knife in your heart, dog, and keep it moving, dog. I'm that cold, dog. Call me Sub-Zero. Finishing him. Stab. Noriaki wins. Shakeality. I'm just like, huh? But I'm like, yo, it's just like I said, it's like, I love watching the technical leader of the Gray Squad put in his work, dude. I just love it, dog. I'm like, Gentoku, dog, is just somebody I enjoy watching, dog. Because all this dude do is put in work. All he do is put in the work. I'm just like, why? Like, why you so gangster, homie? Like, why you the best, son? Cause right now, Gentoku Himuro is the best character in the show, dog. It's just a joy to watch this fool put in work, dude. It is a joy to just watch this dude put in work. And yeah, I know we've been talking about this for a minute or two, but yo, I don't know when the next time I'm going to be able to give Gentoku some shine for being the best character in the show to watch, because all that dude do. He got more plans and plots than Kenan and Kel. And do you know how many plans and plots Kenan and Kel had with Coolio? That's a lot of plans, son. I put the screw in the tuna. Yo, all my boy Gentoku do is put in work. Speaking of work and Gray Squad, the boy Bloodstalk, that boy equally a monster. Especially the end of the episode. He's sitting up here like, Like, yo, he sat up here like, it's like, I appreciate that Bloodstalk is just great at Okiing fools to do exactly what he wants. He know how to push buttons. And that's what you need in a great villain. A villain that knows how to push the buttons and get exactly the results he needs and nothing else from you. Because that was that fight between him and Ryuga was, he sat up here, Ryuga sat up here, he shake the lean dragon bottle, sit up here, go at it, he sat up here, punched him. Yo, having level 2.4. Interesting. You know what? I come entertain me. He say sitting up here going back and forth. Then he just sit up here like, hey, y'all heard you can have the USB drive back, cuz wow, I don't need it. And leave. And then you got best character in the show like, yo, what you do that for, fam? Hey, fam, chill. Look, my nigga. Look. We can use them to enact our master plan. We get that boy Sento in the kitchen, cook the work, and then we get Ryuga to use that work, and then we kill him and take it. Alright, man. I see you, fam. I'm like, yo, why do all the work when we got fools to do it for us? I'm like, to be honest, I remember what I said, like, when XA was first going on, and we first, like, and I talked about our former Lord guy Kuroto Don earlier about how what kind of a foil for Emu he was going to be early on as his build up to become a better XA than he was yesterday. This back and forth between Sento, Ryuga, Gentoku, the Lord Great God, and Bloodstalk is that manifested, because you got somebody as smart and as dumb as Sento Kiryu, because that boy is smart dumb. Like, you smart, but you sit up here and tend to miss the things directly in front of you. That if you took more than 1 second to sit up here and think around the wall that is in front of you, you'd see that you getting set up. You sit up here like you getting set up like a game of mousetrap. And all we got to do is spring it. You guess who is a mystery? What? Is Guess Who a video game? You know what? We got some Google time. We got Google time today. Usually I don't have Google time, but I want to know, because Guess Who seems like a video game that would have came out on like the 360, dog. Like, for real, like, okay, Guess Who video game. Alright, Google, what you got for me, Holmes? Okay, somebody just made some stuff up, it looks like. It looked like somebody made up something. I think at some point this came out. Guess Who came out on PC? Guess Who came out on PC, I guess. They got a WWE Guess Who. You know what? I actually remember that. They got a Marvel Guess Who. For some reason it's a picture of Zombies Ate My Neighbors. I'm like, Julie's the best. And there's Guess Who Star Wars. You know what? Let's go talk about let's talk about Build. I can't do this. Guess Who was a video game. That seemed like you could do something decent with that. Like, especially with the advent of online, because that's not a game you can play in the room in the same time. I'm like, yo, I was talking with my gal about Uno, dog. Like, for real. Like, straight up. Like, we was talking about, like, Uno, like, on a 360. Me, the Evil Freak, Vaughn, and Steven Slavery, we gotta sit up here and tell y'all about Uno memories. Like, we should just sit down with the mic and just talk about all the ignorant dumb stuff we seen on Uno. Just putting that out there. Just saying, like, we should talk about that. But regardless, though. Regardless. Here we are, right now, at this point in Kamen Rider Build. Especially given what was on those drives, what the ending is, what Bloodstalk, and to a lesser degree, the Great God. That's what we call him. That's what we call Gentoku now. That's his name. Cause see, we're gonna start getting in the clowning episode, so I gotta start getting names. We call him the Great God, Gentoku Himuro, aka Night Rogue, Young Night Rogue. Sitting up here putting in this work. So we need to sit up here and we need to go back to the board, because a lot of things in this one episode have changed on this board based off of my theory that Sento could possibly be Takumi Kasaragi, or some downloaded version of him where Taro was completely like emptied out of his brain and Kasaragi put in his place, and then you have Sento. So it could be possible that the whole Kasaragi is dead, not dead thing is a thing because of Sento Kiryu, and is that at some point you would have to think, if that is the play that the plot is going down, that you would have to find some way to reveal it, and that's something you would roll into a power-up. See, a reveal like that of, this is who I am, power-up. I don't think it's gonna be that sparkling rabbit tank that I heard about like right when the show was beginning. I don't think it's that. You know what I'm saying? But we finally finna get into claws. According to some underwear, Kamen Rider Cross Z, you ain't think I was finna flame that the internet found out about how you pronounce Kamen Rider Cross Z on some draws, bruh? For real? I'm like, yo, Japan, you crazy. You crazy for having, you know what? I'm not saying you crazy. I'm like, yo, when I was a kid, yo, I had some Batman underoos, dog. I had for real. I remember mom bought me some Batman underoos back in the day. So it wouldn't surprise me if they got Kamen Riders on draws. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? For real, I wouldn't mind like having like some boxes that had like the different icons of like the pre-Neo Heisei riders. And I think I may have seen some draws like that. If nothing else, I ain't remembering some Kuga draws. Like way back in the day. Like I remember seeing a picture of Kuga draws, dog. Do not ask me why. That is in my head as something that I retained as information that I need to share with you about talking about a Kamen Rider episode on the internet. But hey, Kuga draws. Regardless. Let's back up a little bit and let's look at the murder mystery board right now, right? Right now, I am working with this theory that Sento Kiryu is somehow some combination between what was little left of Taro and Kasumi Kasaragi when he transferred himself into his brain on some old Superior Spider-Man, old Dr. Octopus type stuff. So we got that. We got the great god leader of the Gray Squad, that boy Gentoku Genburo, a.k.a. Night Rogue. Gotta say his name twice because he a gangster. You got him and the boy Bloodstoke. And they sitting up here in the corner in the Gray Squad with that boy Yoriaki, who like he will shank you. He just like I said earlier, he look like he'll shank you if you breathe wrong. Like you breathe wrong. Noriaki wins. Shankality. Okay, so we got them over there in the Gray Squad. And they sitting up here and they got Sento putting in his work for him. You really gotta wonder, even within this murder mystery, do somebody on the Gray Squad, either whether we know about them or not, know something about Sento that we don't yet? Wouldn't surprise me. A not part of the mystery board, but to mention anyway, you got the other two squads over there, the other Mishima Zaibatsu, right? You know what I'm saying? You got Hokuto, you got the lady, she's sitting up here like, hey, we ain't doing nothing, cuz, like, for real, swear to God, like, hey, you need to get these people out of our hood immediately, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just get them out of our hood. Do you see this? I got this flower on my chest. Like, we believe in blooming. Moe, bitch. And it's like, no. And then you got the homies over there and Sato, they sitting up here like, yo, man, we still sitting up here, we still building projects. Like, we never got past that. Skywall went up, we built projects to house all these people because we po as fuck. But hey, we do what we can. I'm like, I'm trying to think. No, wait. Hokuto is where they sitting up here and they dirt poor and they sitting up here in the slave fields picking cotton. Hokuto is the slave fields where they picking cotton. Sato, that's where the ghetto is. They sitting up here building high rises and stuff so we can put 120, 30 people at a time. Don't ever get nothing delivered to a high rise. You ain't gonna never see your box again. Swear. And then you got Toto. You got the Gray Squad. Just because I got to say Gray Squad. And you got that boy Gentoku Himuro, the Great Guy, a.k.a. Night Rogue. Night Rogue. Got to say his name twice because you know he a gangster. You know what I'm saying? You got that boy Noriaki, Shankality. That's his name when we get to clowning. I call him Shankality, dog. That's his name. Shankality. Swear to God, his name is Shankality. And then you got Bloodstalk. And they sitting up here putting in the work, and you got the daddy sitting up here like, yo, go balance my checkbook, huh? Yo, we trying to build Kamen Riders, daddy. I don't care what you over there trying to build, boy. I said, yo, I'm missing $50. I'm missing $50. Do you went and bought some more of that porn on the internet, boy? You sitting up here, you giving money to them hoes on Patreon, boy? You better put my money back. I didn't mean to, daddy. I'm sorry. I go do it right now. That's what you better do, boy. Spend my money again on that dumb shit. I'm gonna go get the switch off the tree. I'm gonna get the switch off the tree. I'm gonna get the switch off the tree. I'm extra dead. Ooh. Oh man, see, this is why y'all shouldn't let me have a microphone, dog. This is why. But look, right now, I'm running with my superior Spider-Man theory, dog. That's where I'm at now, dog. Cause it's too much like right, dog. And when you realize that Sento kind of favor him a little bit, especially with the way they style his hair and stuff like that, is that maybe that's what we've been looking for. Because again, like I said at the beginning of this review, why would you sit up here and give a dead man this much character development? Unless you're trying to do something with this information. Unless this is information we need to retain. Because, see, it's one thing when you get the flashback in the episode where you know where this is just a one-off character. This is a major important character to this plot. The creation to why all this stuff is going nuts so. So you really got to sit up here and question, like, if my theory is right, what are they going to do with this information? How will we, as those who watch this show, process this if that's the case? But if it's not, it's just theory, because this is a show about, you know, science and proven theories and stuff like that. That's what makes this show, watching it, fun. And now I'm starting to make up dumb names for people. So, you know, we got the Great God, and we got Shankality, and we got Bloodstalk over there on the Gray Squad. Sitting up here got a balanced daddy checkbook because you sitting up here spending money on cosplay hoes on Patreon. You shameful boy. Naughty. But yo, great episode. You gotta love it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta love it. Oh, I sat up here and did all this talking about theory. Fire Hedgehog has made his appearance. So, you know, I like that Vortex finish though. Sat up here filter full of water. Then sat up here and did strange things for a piece of change on top of a pole. And then just sat up here and just put a spike through that toilet. I'm like, damn, Sento, you a goon for that, player. You a goon. You a super goon. You a super goon. No love, dog. No glove, no love. That was wrong. But I like Fire Hedgehog, dog. I'm trying to think, like, when did he get a pirate one? Like, cause he used that this episode and couldn't find the best match. So I wonder what inorganic thing would go with a pirate? I don't know. I could look it up, but I don't wanna. So I won't. Look, that'll put a wrap on this, y'all. I'm like, yo, great episode. I'm glad now that we sitting up here working on superior Spider-Man theories now. I'm glad we can have some fun with this for a little while. But yo, how many more episodes before my boy Ryuga get a damn form? Cause I'm sick. I'm not sick of watching these unhinged fights, but it's wild to see him hold his own. Even though Bloodstalk and all these other monsters be kind of holding back, it seems. Or either that or Ryuga that strong or something. I wonder. And mess with me on this before we get up out of here. Is this going to be some Kabuto stuff? That's all I'm going to say. For all my people that watch Kabuto out there, think about the way Kabuto built up when we got to a certain point in Kabuto. Is this really gonna be what it is when it come to build and cross Z? That's all I'm gonna say, cause if you ain't watched Kabuto, here's an idea. How about you watch Kabuto? One of the best rider shows in the business. But that's what my thought is between build and cross Z. I kept the spoilers to a minimum. And it's like, thanks. Get up out of here. Yo, class is dismissed. Lab coats in your cubby holes. Make sure that you're nice and spiffy even when you put on your regular clothes. Make sure delouse yourself. I don't know. I'm like, one of y'all got lice. I don't know who. I'm like, they came in here yesterday, said it was bed bugs in the laboratory. We had to sit up here and set the whole thing on fire. When I find out who it was that had bed bugs in my laboratory, I'm gonna murder you. Real talk. We gonna fight. And you not getting up ever again. You gonna join a homie, Cripple Reeves, because I'm gonna talk to the horse-based guy and he gonna do what horse-based guy does. Don't do that no more. Make sure you nice and sterile. That's why I tell you to sterilize before you come in the lab, so we don't have things like this. I don't know how somebody snuck past where you sit up here and you get sterile before you come in here, but I don't appreciate that. And when I find out who, you gonna join Cripple Reeves. Get up out of here. Go on, get up out of here. Go. Go on, be to get up out of here. Enjoy recess. We'll be back to this a little bit later. So with that being said, I'm of course the one and the only, the Professor L, aka the one and the only, the triple the G.O.D. And I'd like to thank you for joining me for another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks On. And please remember, triple the G.O.D., Kamen Rider build, put that in the blender, and all you get is best match.